A great Sunday afternoon for baseball here, north of the border at the Rogers Center in downtown Toronto. Today we wrap up this four-game weekend series between the Kansas City Royals and the Toronto Blue Jays. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Thomas Pannone gets handed the ball for the fourth and final game of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the fours coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
Now at the plate, Mad Dog Pruitt watches fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all three categories.
This guy's got a realistic shot to win the Triple Crown, and he's hit several home runs in his last 10 games.
Leading off the inning, Mad Dog Pruitt, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Pruitt.
Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Sent on the ground out to second. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And a good effort as he's able to gather it in and make the play. Ready for another chance? Guillermo Ibarra. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Hit back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count, 2-2, and he's able to find the knockout there.
Now batting, second baseman.
So striding forward now, Joel Madsen. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets to 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
So coming to the plate, Mad Dog Pruitt 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Here comes the first pitch. Here's a shot to left field and deep. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo shot here to left. 46 now for him on the season, and it's a 5-3 game now.
I think it's time to start pitching around this guy. He's hit 3 home runs already in this series. I'm not sure what more they need to see, but this is not the guy I want to be pitching to right now.
Coming to the plate now, Mad Dog Pruitt, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Really doesn't matter which side of the plate this guy bats from. He hits very well. He hits right-handed pitching. Swinging left-handed and swinging from the right side against lefties, the numbers are quite the same. This guy flat out can hit from either side.
The 0-1 pitch. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen? There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Ibarra back to the track as he takes it for out number 2.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
6-3 the final score today. The Blue Jays took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Now from SunTrust Park, we're just
And
about
now,
set for baseball
your
from Cobb County, Georgia. Tonight, the
2022
opener of a three-game
Atlanta
series between Tuki Toussaint, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he...
Digging in now for Kansas City, Mad Dog Pruitt. And a great chance here for Kansas City to add on in just the first inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Chasing after it is Herrera. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. And the throw comes in, and all three runners are forced to hold on with one away now. A chance now for a look at the Royals starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
You know, I'm looking forward to see what this guy can do in that 5-hole. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
Striding in, Mad Dog Pruitt. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB. Hey, boys, you talk about getting your A swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Sliced down the left side, but foul. Shaw on at first. Nobody out. And this is swung on and missed, and the American League's leading hitter is gone on strikes. One away. So the bases are empty with
now
one man gone. And up next, the utility man, Johan Camargo. The 2-2. Toward the alley and left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put away pitch.
Ready once again, Mad Dog Pruitt. 0-2 on his line thus far. He's set, and the pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. This is line to left. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he'll reach second now with one away. So a double into the gap has him in business here with one away. And as you can see on our team leaders graphic, that gives him now 30 on the year. So next to the plate for the Royals, Jared Quintana. He hit a sac fly earlier.
Quintana.
Softly hit here to the left side. And plenty of time over there at third to get a glove up, and there are two down. Now to the plate, Kevin Kramer. No hits in two trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Pruitt stands at second with two gone. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. He pulls into second safely, as also on the play, a run comes across to score. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just...
Digging in and looking for more, Mad Dog Pruitt. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. 5-2 is our score here in inning number 6. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
You see a guy taking swings like this. I think as a pitcher right here, you got to expand the zone even more.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. KC down. At the plate, Mad Dog Pruitt. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th. First pitch of the at-bat. Here's a swing, and oh, man! Way out of here. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 47 thus far, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
Wow, that's a tough one. Certainly not the way you want to start your day as a relief pitcher, giving up.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
Well, this game had its moments, but it got out of hand pretty quick. Always nice when you can coast to a 6-run win. Save your closer for another day and let everyone in on the action.
9-3 the final tally here in this one. The Kansas City Royals jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Max Fried earned his 5th win of the year. Touki Toussaint was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. Now from Cobb County, Georgia, we're live inside SunTrust Park. Tonight, game. Mike Soroka, the right-hander from Canada, will be the starting pitcher. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, one of the strengths of this guy is handling right-handed hitters. Right-handers coming into...
Now in the box, Mad Dog Pruitt watches fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories.
Winning the Triple Crown is really magical. Think about it. How many guys can hit for power, hit for average, and drive in runs? This guy's had a phenomenal season, and we're keeping our fingers crossed that he can win it. Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Pruitt is off of first with 2 away. And there he goes towards second. That's a strike to throw down. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Another look at the throw down that results in a... Coming to the plate now, Ozzie Albies.
The second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Hit on the ground out to short. Pruitt is right there. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash. At the plate, Mad Dog Pruitt. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Mad Dog Pruitt.
50th pitch of the game on its way. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike one.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning. So another multi-hit game for him as he's aboard here in the top of the fourth inning. And as you can see there, he's currently leading the Royals in that category. Striding in once again, Jared Quintana. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. This is line to left. And that's in there. Base hit. Throw into third.
Down.
Well, he thought about going for third, and now that runner's in no man's land out there. The tag gets one. Back to the top of the order now. And up next will be the right-handed hitting Jose Martinez.
Jose.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
1-1.
On the ground towards short. Pruitt fields it cleanly. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. It was an RBI double for him in his last turn to the plate.
Herrera.
And that's through for a hit.
Boy, not the way you'd like to draw up an 0-2 pitch, D-roll, but from a hitter's perspective, a pretty good.
Leading off the inning, Mad Dog Pruitt, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Herrera's there. And that's the first out of the inning. Digging in once again, Mad Dog Pruitt. He flew out in his last at-bat. And the pitch. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike one. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Herrera is in his tracks now. And that's out number two. This evening's game comes to an end. 5-4 the final tally. The Braves used a nice fifth inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Mike Soroka earns win number 7 on the season. There is rain in the area. Sean Newcomb gets the starting assignment for the Braves. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down.
Stepping in, Odubel Herrera. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
The center fielder,
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch.
Herrera.
Hit hard on the ground is short. To his left, Pruitt. And he is out on the tag.
Hey, guys, take a look at how Kansas City sets up on D. And, guys, taking a look at this defense is going to have to be stout today. Starting pitcher with an ERA north of 5 usually spells some barrels being found by the opposition. So these guys better be on their toes in this one.
Standing in, Mad Dog Pruitt watches fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories. Hit hard, but this is a foul ball. Down the third baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. The next 0-2. And he will knock this ball down. And the recovery's a quick one as he gets his man at first. Good composure that time to record the first out of the inning. And with 1 away, we check out where these guys sit in the current division standings, and it's not all that pretty as they face a sizable deficit at this point in the season. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies, set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on. Try to build that lead as much as they can.
And that'll get by into left field, so he's on to lead off the inning. So make it 2 hits for him in this one. Digging in for his second at-bat, Mad Dog Pruitt comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. They want to get things going. How about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Seared down the first baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Hit on the ground to third. Camargo brings it in, and the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Now batting, Johan Camargo, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. From the stretch, Herrera's off and running. Strike taken. The throw is not going to get him as he swipes second. At the plate, Ozzie Albies. They're trying to get things started for the Braves in their half of the 6th.
Second baseman.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close. Now at the plate, Mad Dog Pruitt. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
Pruitt.
7th inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. Skied into straightaway right. Moving under it, Martinez. And he makes the catch for the second out.
The right fielder, number 8, Philip Irvin.
Short. Scooped up. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. In now, Mad Dog Pruitt, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. And he's set.
Hey, this game is close right here, but I'll take you inside the mindset even if it was a blowout. I know the team's down to their final out, but you'll be hard-pressed to ever find an offensive player give away an AB. Nice infield single right there to keep the line moving.
KC down to their final strike in this one. Fouled away. And now a crowd reported at over 28,000 rise to their feet. Slapped hard the opposite way. But this is taken in as a perfect metaphor to end this one, as that ball was hit hard, but the ball game is over. 4-2 the final score today. The Atlanta Braves took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Friday night baseball from the K. Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight, the first of this three-game week. Glenn Sparkman, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. What do you have for us on?
Three. Four. Take your base. Take it out.
Striding into the box, Mad Dog Pruitt watches fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all three categories. Line drive to center field. Owings is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal.
Up next for Chicago, Yolmer Sanchez. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Carlos Sanchez.
The 2-2. Back up the middle. Reined in. There's one. On to first to complete the double play.
Oh, that double play gave him a real...
Here's Chris Owings now. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
One there, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the one out. So they avoid what could have been a costly double play there.
Yeah, Met, credit the batter for busting out of the box and hustling.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and that'll bring up the former top prospect as a minor leaguer, Yohan Moncada. The 1-1. There he goes. Pitch inside. The throw is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely.
That's a great call from the dugout to put the runner in motion that time. With 2 outs and a good hitter at the plate, it's a...
Ready now, Mad Dog Pruitt. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Mad Dog.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is line to left. Hawker is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone. And now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Daniel Palka. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. The 1-2. Ground out to short. Pruitt takes it in. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Digging in, Mad Dog Pruitt. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swung on but fouled off to the left. The 0-2 once more. Loud contact there, but it's well fouled. Now another 0-2. A bouncer to the left side. Moncada has it. And there's one away.
Yeah, they could only manage 2 hits against him the entire game. So they were never really in a position to even challenge him. Rock solid win and a memorable performance.
And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win. White Sox. MLB The Show has Saturday Night Baseball from Kauffman Stadium.
Play ball. Out.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Mad Dog Pruitt. Watches fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Okay, guys, here's how the Southsiders are lining up on D today. And I'm going to focus today.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. Working for the punch-out and the off. Hit hard on the ground towards second. He's got it to second for 1, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first. Stepping into the box, Mad Dog Pruitt. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
And they've had some good at-bats against him all game long. It seems like it's just been hard hit after hard hit. As we take a look at his line here, the numbers do not lie. This has not been one of his better outings, and he'd be the first to tell you that.
Now batting.
Into the box, Chris Shaw. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one. Ripped on the ground to first. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they wind up getting the out at first, although the other runner does move up 90 feet to third. The next batter, Jeimer Candelario. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. The 2-1. Hit hard to the right. Foul. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Now batting, number 44.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Owings sprinting after it. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. So a good bounce. Stepping up now, Tim Anderson. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Tim Anderson.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. He'll go to the bag for 1. On to first, a double play. Digging in, Yoan Moncada. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Yoan Moncada.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. The bouncer to the left side, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. He'll come home with it. Play at the plate, and he's out. A great throw. Carson Fulmer, a right-hander standing 6 foot even, will take over the pitching duties here.
Number 54, Carson.
Into the box now, Mad Dog Pruitt. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Rocket to third, and a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning. So a solid single to left, and that gives him a multi-hit game here tonight. And as you can see there on the team leaderboard, he's currently tops on the ball club in that department as we approach the final month of the season. So stepping in, Chris Shaw. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Pitch inside. The throw is in time as Grandal gets his man.
Wow, that's a big-time throw right there, and it's a...
Ready for another shot now, Jorge Soler. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Hit on the ground out to short. To his right, Pruitt. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Hey, that's a heck of an effort by the short.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Mad Dog Pruitt. He singled his last time up.
Mad Dog Pruitt.
Here comes the first pitch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
This is a tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. You might have to try to get the strikeout right here because very rarely are you going to get this guy to ground into a double play.
And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. So digging in now, Chris Shaw. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Now the 2-1 pitch is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
And there's a base hit on the line. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with one away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Castellanos, the runner at third. Pruitt on second. Shaw is over at first with one away. 2-1.
You could tell he's starting to get frustrated out there. He's not usually used to getting knocked around the yard a little bit, and you can tell he's starting to feel for it.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Taken, strike two.
Well, he snapped that breaking ball off really nice. He'll do well to keep putting it there.
Liner toward right center. And that's into the outfield for a one-out hit. One run scores. And they'll put the brakes on the runner at third, so the bases will remain loaded here with still only one away.
Well, that makes it a 4-run deficit, so you might have to start wondering if this is too much for them to come back. They've only been able to scratch across 2 runs the entire game so far, so coming up with 4 more in this one might be too tall of an order.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
That's a pretty good pitch right there. That fastball on the inner half of the plate. You can see that he just isn't able to get those arms extended, and pretty ugly swing right there.
Derek Fisher.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And that misses. 2-1.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Lifted the other way to left center. Owings on the move. And he makes the catch as just the 1 run comes across in the inning. Royals settle for just the 1. 8th inning coming up. Standing in, Yasmani Grandal. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Grandal.
The 1-0. Runners off for second. Strike called. Now the throw down is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
It's not easy to steal on a catcher that has a good arm.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Chris Owings. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The 1-1 home. The left side. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher
stepping in and ready for another shot. Mad Dog Pruitt. He'll look to keep it going. 3 for 4 so far in the ball game. This is line to left. But this will hang up just a bit as it's taken in chest high for a tough second out.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
9-6 the final tally in this one. The Chicago White Sox get their 30th win on the road so far this season. Afternoon baseball now on a fine Sunday from Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend series between the Chicago White Sox and the Kansas City Royals. The Palehose will try to complete the series sweep on the road against their division rivals right after this.
Let's play ball. Defense. 3. 4-4. Take the base. 3.
Settling in now, Mad Dog Pruitt. Watch is fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all three categories. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. Fellas, these White Sox, as they enter play today, have got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, I can't tell you how important it is to throw that first run up on the board. And that's exactly what they did. A little crooked number, a 2-spot to give their pitcher a chance to relax and go out and pound the strike zone. This team has been playing red-hot baseball recently.
A chance now from McKay to have a look at the starting 9 for these Royals. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference in this game. He was driving in runs like crazy last month. And when you watch how he swings and how he goes about it, you're not at all surprised.
And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Mad Dog Pruitt, twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. No balls and 1 strike. Well, as we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, the Chi Sox have their sights set on a series sweep here today.
Sure does, and it's always difficult to sweep and win a series on the road, especially when you're playing a division opponent.
Behind 0-2 now. Now he turns on a fastball and sends it deep down the right field line. But that'll be off the right field wall. The run scores from second. Now a 5-3 game.
Looks like the pitching coach is going to come out and have a word with him. Don't like to see that in the second inning, but once he makes sure he's okay physically, I'm sure it'll be just words of encouragement the rest of the way.
So striding in, Chris Shaw. He drew a walk his first time up. Now the 1-1 pitch. He's running in there. Now the throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look. Stepping in, Yoan Moncada. A hit in 2 tries for him so far.
Yoan Moncada.
Line drive, base hit.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on.
Runners on the corners now with 1 man gone. And up next, it'll be Tim Anderson. Hard on the ground towards short. And that's through for a base hit. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's now a 5-4 ball. Digging in to try it again, Luis Vasquez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, big time K last up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing it.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. So they nearly back. Digging in, Mad Dog Pruitt, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Here comes the first pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Here comes another 0-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at bat going. Another 0-2 home. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. The next 0-2. Count remains at 0-2.
6 fouls in a row. This is turning into one of those epic at-bats. Who's going to blink first? Is the pitcher going to continue to attack the zone, or is the hitter going to come outside it?
He pulls this one into right. Vasquez is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. It's fair to say that early on, at least, the runs into the box now. Yasmani Grandal. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Here's the 0-1.
1-1-1.
He's right there. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. White Sox strand a couple as they can't. Caleb Freire is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 53.
Mad Dog Pruitt will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one. Well, these guys feel pretty good about themselves, and they should. Anytime you can come into somebody else's ballpark and sweep a 3-game tilt, you're doing something right. Great team effort.
This one comes to a close with a 9. First opened back in 2010. We're on the air from Target Field here in downtown Minneapolis. Tonight, a matchup of teams at opposite ends of the division between the Kansas City Royals and the Minnesota Twins. Kansas City find themselves on a 5-game skid. They'll try to get back on track next. Jose Barrios, the right-hander out of Puerto Rico, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy wasn't too bad in his last one, Matt. Pitched all the way through the 6th inning. And listen, that's what you ask for nowadays. If you can get your starter to get you through the 6th inning and turn it over to the bullpen, he took the loss in the last one, but he actually pitched first.
Here's Jonathan Scope now. He'll be looking for better results in this one. He was 0 for 4 in the ballgame back on Sunday. 3-2 pitch. Hard to short. Scooped up. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. Now at the plate, Mad Dog Pruitt watches fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories. First pitch of the at-bat. Lifted the other way out to left center. Buxton is in pursuit. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Okay, here's how the Twins are lining up defensively.
Now it'll be the Minnesota DH, Andres Valido, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Into right field. That's a base hit.
Relay. 3.
And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning. The next Twin up, Jorge Polanco. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. The 1-2. Hit sharply on the ground. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Leading off the inning, Mad Dog Pruitt, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Mad Dog.
First pitch on its way. Lifted in the air out towards left center. McCormick giving chase. He can't get there in time, and now it hops over the wall for a ground rule double.
Well, that will bring a smile to a manager's face every single time. First hitter of the inning just squares it up and bounces it over the fence. Even if it stays in the yard, that's a double either way.
Now batting, catcher, Jared Quintana.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. The 3-1 is swung on and missed. A full count now.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out. The next batter, Jeimer Candelario. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. The 2-2. Now this is on the ground at first. We'll see if they can get 2. There's one on to first, and they get the double play.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
Changeup taken for ball 3, well below the zone.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Pruitt at third with 2 away. And it's fouled away. The payoff pitch one more time. And another foul ball. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. That's down low. It's ball 4. And they're at the corners now with 2 away. So runners at the corners with 2 gone. And up next, the University of Virginia product, Derek Fisher. Now the 2-1 pitch. Will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's a 6-1 game.
Boy, Dero, you have to be licking your chops sitting in a 3-1 count.
Stepping up to the plate, Mad Dog Pruitt, runner in scoring position with two gone.
Pruitt.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Slow roller down the third baseline. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
You know, Dero, as a pitcher, that could be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Another look at the throwdown that results in a third out on the base. Up next for Minnesota, Miguel Sano. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. On left side, defense set up perfectly. And that drops in for another base hit. He's 4 for 5 now.
Boy, talk about having a day, Dero. He gets his...
Digging in the switch hitter, Mad Dog Pruitt. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed, hitting against right-handed pitching.
Hey, he gets a pass right there for that ugly swing. He's been having a monster season. Take a step out of the box, regroup. He'll get right back in this AB.
1 out, nobody on. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. 14-1 the final tally here. The Twins win their 40th game in front of the home crowd this year.